In solving an absolute value equation, remember that absolute value was derived from, discussing distance. That's really what it started out representing. But more importantly, when you see an absolute value equation, the most important thing you should remember is that we can actually count on getting to do the problem twice, okay, in the method that I show you. There are alternative methods to solving the absolute value equations. I like this one, and again, it's just a personal preference. Start by isolating the absolute value in your equation. Once you have it isolated, make sure that you write down your two cases. Case number one, you pretend that the absolute value is not even there and solve. Let's see, we're going to move the 2 over to the right-hand side. So we have 3x is equal to 9. After dividing both sides by 3, we get x is equal to 3. Now, case number 2. Remember, case number 1 was we write down the, after having your absolute value isolated, we write down the problem as if the absolute is not even there. Case number 2. Again, you write the part that's in the absolute value as if it's not even there. But the right-hand side this time, you're going to multiply through by a -1. Whether it's 1 piece or 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. You're going to multiply the whole right-hand side of this equation by a -1. And solve. 3x is equal to -5, and therefore x will equal -5/3 after we divide both sides by 3. There are my two cases. Remember, with absolute values, these two cases occur because we have no way of knowing whether this was a positive 7 in here or a -7 that made it go to 7. With an absolute value, it's always, since it started out describing distances, will always be written as a positive, okay? So we have to take into account it could have been a positive 7 or it could have been a -7 in here that was absoluted to give us the 7, all right? Let's look at a second example. The absolute value of 4x minus 11 equals 14. Remember, with an absolute value, it's kind of nice because you get to do it twice. Case number 1, we write the problem down as if the absolute's not even there. Case number 2, we write the absolute value part as if the absolutes are not even there, but the right-hand side, we're going to multiply through by a -1. -1 times 14 is -14. And we get to solve. Isolate the x's, that's going to give me 4x equals 25. And after dividing both sides by 4, we get x is equal to 25/4. To do my second case, we're going to move the 11 over again, and this time it's going to give me 4x equals -3. After dividing both sides by 4, we're going to get an x of -3/4.